Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Beena Sethi, Associate Professor in Chemistry, and my today's topic is unique behavior of carbon. We were discussing p block elements. In this we were discussing group 14 elements, and in this we are discussing today unique behavior of carbon or anomalous behavior of carbon. First, in its group carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. Carbon has the smallest atomic radius. So that's why it has so many unique properties. First, smallest radius itself, lowest atomic volume, because volume depends on radius. So radius is small, volume will be small. In this group, the volume of carbon is atomic volume of carbon is the smallest volume. Highest melting point and boiling point because it has high density. Volume is less, density is high, and it is very hard also in packing. So it has highest melting point and boiling point. Its ionization energy is very high because you have to remove 4 atoms from a small atom. 4 electrons from the small atom. This is lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. So by going left to right, you will see the atomic volume or atomic radius of carbon is very small, and shells are contracted inside. That's why a nucleus has much more attraction on the electrons, and it is very difficult to remove electron, and ionization energy is highest in the group, and electron negativity is also highest because when it will share its electron, then it will attract shared pair also. So its electron negativity is very high. Electron negativity is 2.5, while rest of the atoms have 1.8, 1.8, 1.8. Lead has 1.9, and it can make 4 covalent bond. Maximum covalency is 4, whereas silicon can form 6, and germanium also can go up to 6 because they have low energy d orbitals, 3d or 4d, whereas carbon has no low energy d orbital, so it cannot extend, it cannot go beyond 4 of covalency. Maximum catenation tendency, because the energy of carbon-carbon bond is very high, it is very much stable. That's why it has tendency or large capacity of catenation tendency. And multiple bond formation, because in this 2p to 2p pi bonding, side by side bonding is also very much strong, and therefore it has option to make single bond, to make double bond, or to make triple bond. So it can make multiple bonds between carbon-carbon atoms. And large number of compounds. Here I can say, if you start only writing the name of carbon compounds in the world, whether it is acid, alcohol, or amines, aldehydes, ketones, aromatic, aliphatic, heterocyclic, sulfonic acids, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, you will see their organic compounds as well as inorganic compounds like carbonates, cyanides, isocianides, bicarbonate. So you can make n number of compound, and if you start only writing of their name of compounds, you can fill one book. Or you can see, if this board shows the total number of compounds in the world made by other elements other than carbon, means if in periodic table we consider there are 112 elements. So compounds formed by 111 elements, if we write their name, they will occupy only that much space. And if we write the name of carbon compounds, they will occupy more than half his space. So it means carbon is the compound element which can make infinity number of compounds, and we can't write even their names in a single book. So we have to read different category in different books. Similarly, carbon halides are not hydrolyzed, while other halides, silicon halides, germanium, tin, lead, they are hydrolyzed easily because they have vacant d orbital. Water molecule can attack on water d orbital, whereas carbon has no vacant p or no vacant d orbital. And it occurs in 5 different allotropic forms, whereas other elements do not occur in that many forms. carbon, if we consider carbon, it has two types of forms: crystalline forms, amorphous form. Crystalline forms constitute diamond and graphite. Both are crystalline. Whereas amorphous forms are coal, charcoal, and lamp black. Recently, we have discovered that graphene and fullerenes are also forms of carbon. Other than these organic forms or natural forms, we can see in combined form also, because carbon occurs everywhere in all living organisms, whether they are plant or they are animals or they are human being. You can't construct their body without carbon. So calcium occurs in combined as well as in free state. These are the free states of carbon. Other than free state, in nature it occurs as a carbonate. Calcium carbonate, marble, you can see mines of marbles are there. Magnesium carbonate, magnesite, zinc carbonate, calamine, magnesium carbonate, calcium carbonate, dolomite, iron carbonate, siderite, lead carbonate, cerussite. Likewise, there are many carbonates, bicarbonates, and cyanides, isocyanides in the nature in which carbon is in combined form. Other than this, you can see carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, all are organic or compounds of carbon. So carbon has that much unique property that no other element in the same group can form that many type of compounds. So in this way, carbon has its unique behavior. Thank you.